Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So it is just after 2 a.m. in the morning, and it is a Wednesday morning. So I got rained out yesterday, Tuesday morning. I got up to do this particular session. The rain was not in the forecast when I woke up and looked, but by the time I was ready to take the dogs out at 4 a.m., it was falling out of the sky pretty good, and it didn't stop till later in the morning. So we did other things, which I will show you soon what I did that day, yesterday. But what are we going to do today, this morning? We are going to try and not get wet is what we're going to try and not do. We're going to try and get some good sizes out of the river. We're going to go to the closest, most productive spot I know right now, because it's another rain day. Something like 85% chance of rain. It might start anytime, but it's also predicted to be more likely later in the morning. I think we have a good chance of getting something before we get wet. I gotta get wet anyway, but you know what I mean, before it rains. The river level this morning is at 12:01, and it's gonna crest there for a few days before it drops a little bit, but that could change. That could change. It could stay there, it could come up a little bit. We have more lightning in the area this morning than we did the last time I was out here when I did that catch and cook. Hopefully it stays far away. Got a little breeze on us this morning too. It's around 8 or 9, which on the river it feels a little more than that. And we're going to have some water probably at the spot I'm going, because I tried to wait as long as I could, but high tide, was at just before 10 over the night, and low tide isn't for a few more hours. Hopefully it's not too bad. The temperature out here isn't too warm or too cool. It's about 78 degrees, and it's going to be around that for the most part. There's a fair amount of water in here. Just wanted to see if we can get the bike and trailer in here at all. Maybe. Just low enough. It's just low enough to do this. On this particular session, we're going to start out with one big bait and one smaller bait. Now the big bait is on an 8/0 octopus style circle hook as it wraps itself around the main line. Both rigs have 4 ounces of lead. Current is still strong. Just put my first bait out, and it's starting to rain before I can ever get the second one out. We're gonna put up with it. Hopefully it don't get bad. The second bait is out, and it's still sprinkling. This kind of stuff never bothers me that much. It's when it starts to get thicker and the lightning bothers me. We're just under 15%, but that doesn't mean it's not going to rain because it's such a low percentage. The intention for this session was to fish until like about 8, fish the pre-dawn and the sunrise, but really in reality I'm going to fish as long as the weather will allow me, and hopefully it allows me to fish as the sun comes up, so it's not a total night video. But I like starting this early in the morning. If I started right at sunup, that would be a really short session. Oh, we just had a bite here. I think maybe a little fish. It gave me a slack line. Let's go ahead and tighten that a little bit. That was on the smaller bait. Rod hasn't been out. Oh my goodness, that lightning. It's like 30 miles away on the other side of the river, but so maybe the baits have been out for about 5 minutes. We're still getting that bite. There's still a fish around the bait. And that lightning is still going on out there. That might be actually out in the Gulf. You go far enough that way, it could be still in the Gulf, or it's over Lake Bourne. This is the big bait, but it's not the same one. Wow. Ah, are you there? Oh my goodness, that was a nice take on this. Did I overreact? I didn't pull and strike or anything like that. I don't know, maybe he's with me and he's not as big as I would think. Nope. So I did change this bait. The fish took it, but we had no hookup. That is just a really big body piece. Looks fine. I'm just going to put it right back out. It is now 4 a.m. We've been here for almost 2 hours. We started just a little after 2, so it's not quite, but almost 2 hours. Oh, this is the big bite again. I'm just going to let him take it because loosening my drag a little bit, tightening my drag a little bit. Yeah, the first, oh, is that rain? Yes, it's rain. I was hoping it was coming off my line. My first handful of bites were about in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then about right before 4 a.m. was when we had that first bite on the big bait, and now we got this. So I know if I would have brought other rods and came out here wanting to fish with river shrimp and grass shrimp, what's going on? What's going on? Are you still here? Oh my goodness. I just didn't want to horse this one, and again with the, oh my goodness. Oh, getting irritated. And the rain is here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look how tore up that is. Maybe that was a gar. Maybe. Possibly could have been. Felt like a cat when I saw the bite happen, but then it just sat there. Took some drag. Look how tore up that is. Wow. We will do that again. Throw another big bite out. Big bait, big bite. Got a lot of ants on the cutting board here. So look at this. This is partially the tail, which means there's just a little bit of a gut pocket here. I'm not trimming anything off. I just trimmed that dorsal off. That's it. This is an even bigger bait than I had out there. It is just now 5:40 a.m. We haven't had a bite since after 4 a.m. Nearly 2 hours without a bite. Yes. Yes. Finally, right after I said nearly 2 hours without a bite, we have more than a bite. We have a fish. There, he's still there. He's not very big. Oh, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is kind of big. He's doing a lot of swimming in on me. He's all the way over to the right. He's either over or under my other line. I'm gonna have to come out. He's over it. Not a very big fish, but my goodness, it's a fish. Maybe that's what we had to do. Just wait. Ooh, what an ornery, angry blue cat you are. He hit that 6/0 fillet piece. He got caught on the, come here, trying to get the line on my fingers. He was getting hung up in the willow roots that are pretty thick in front of me. Definitely a 20-pound class fish, 21.92. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Pretty upsetting morning to start, but eventually something happened, and I'm not going yet. Weather is still okay. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, you're right. I would say that yesterday's weather and just the weather in general most likely has affected the bite here. Upsetting yet successful. We're gonna have to leave it at a one fish video, and the bad weather has been pushed further into the day, so that means I can go cut my grass. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.